there. Here's your, I got y'all set up except your mat. Whoever was here, supposed to be here, didn't show up. They were all locked out outside.
Just don't show up. Oh, cool. Thank you. What's up, y'all? What's going on? It's going all right. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I've been working on the house in Philly, so I've been killing myself. In a good way. Got the floors just about done, though. They look good. Yeah. Yep. We have somebody that I think is going to, well, we think. We're waiting to hear back. Someone came and looked at it yesterday. That's why I'm killing myself, because I said to Jess I'll have it done by the end of April, so I'm just like, I'm staying here again tonight just so I could go do some more stuff. If somebody wants to turn on the music once we get going, you just have to turn the volume up a little bit. It should be all ready to go. Anything you all want to do today? Postures or body parts you want to mess with? Upside down Philly, that's pretty typical. That's a good shirt for today. We are definitely playing upside down. You know, the best part is only one way to go, right? To up, so. Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. All right, no requests? Nothing in particular? All right. My knee's been a little bit better, so you might see me do a couple things today, but you'll still see me kind of sit a little bit weird once in a while, or maybe I won't demo something as deep, but we'll kind of see how it goes. Ready? Take a nice seat, close the eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Take a couple breaths. You know, and we talk, you know, we talk about the Phillies or our teams here, and in Philadelphia, it's like a big thing, right? It's a driver for many people. You know, when you think about those situations, right, there's only one way to go, and you just got to keep on moving forward, right? Sometimes things get tough. It happens to us in our practice all the time. We come up to a pose, and it's really challenging. Sometimes it makes us a little nervous, right? Or maybe we're a little fearful of the pose because it's It's a little bit of one of those more like edgy postures. But you know, in those moments that get challenging in yoga, you just have to take a breath, right? And you set your foundation, you engage and you express whatever way feels good to you. And that's why we have tools. We have blocks and we have straps and we have bolsters and we have blankets. We have different things that we use to give us support so that we can move in a good way. Because you just have to keep on going. Yes, you pause when you need to rest and when you need to chill, you take a couple minutes or you grab a drink, but I'm talking about the practice as a whole. You just keep moving forward. And that's success in yoga, right? It's never going to be about handstand in the middle of the floor. It's always going to be about you doing the work and making yourself just a little bit better than you were yesterday. And all we have to do in order to accomplish that is try. Now, don't get it twisted. Sometimes these things are going to be a minute-long plank hold. Yeah, that's a challenge. It's hard. But it's meant to be hard, right? It's meant to push us towards our edge because that's what keeps driving us forward. Just like there's going to be things that are going to be accessible and a little bit, more open for you. There'll be things that'll be a little more challenging. But that's the game that we play. So start hearing your breath. You don't have to think about your breath. It's going to happen subconsciously. But when you put a little intention to it, you'll be able to use it in different ways. So we listen to ourselves breathe. Or we slow down the beginning of the inhale and we push a little more on the end of the exhale. Or we count out the breath. Or we find Ujjayi. Right? Where is it that you need to settle into right now in this moment? And it can change. Right? With each breath, another opportunity, a new moment. Feel the breath turn to movement. On the inhale, lift the arms. And on the exhale, bring the fingertips and the knuckle pads to root. And as the heels of the hands lightly touch, we push those fingers together. We push those knuckle pads together. And you feel the heels of the hands get even lighter. They still touch, but it's light. We're heavy underneath the fingertips and the knuckle pads. And here, one time together to initiate our practice. Together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. As we softly bow our head to our hearts, our heads to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. All right, let's go for child's pose. So we're going to go, toes are going to touch, knees are going to go wide towards the edges of your mat. Arms are going to be up overhead. Now this is a little more of an active child's pose. So rather than collapsing forehead to the mat and arms to the mat, look forward. Take a look at your hands. We want those pointer fingers straight forward or turned out. We want to start to hug the hands into the midline a little bit. We're going to lift the forearms up and lift the inner biceps up. Now my forehead, I'm sliding off the mat even a little bit more here. And you could see I'm lifted up and I'm doing a lot of work now in my spine, my like upper back between my shoulder blades from my head to my butt. Now keep the arms lifting up and just soften the chest down a little bit. And you feel this peel come up the front body, but you're still feeling a lot of activation in that upper back. Feel the muscles in the back of the neck starting to fire up here to hold the head. Those are the muscles that are deficient all day long as we stare at that phone. And then as you look forward again, just walk the hands towards the right side of your mat. You know, for me in this pose, I like this pose because it gets to my lats. That's a spot that I always like to open up. And to get that a little more, I tend to TP my fingers. So if you TP your fingers on your left hand, so you look like this, you'll feel right here start to stretch even a little bit better. And that's coming up that lat. And then inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. And then when you're ready, walk towards the left.
Now, you're getting side bodies here. You're getting that QL a little bit. You're getting spinal erectors. But again, for me, I just like to feel that lat peel open a little more. Get a little serratus anterior in here. That's like on the sides of your ribs, up high there. Get those, feel a nice stretch through those as well. And then inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. Next inhale, come up, all fours, hands and knees. Hands an inch or two in front of your shoulders. Knees an inch or two behind your hips. Curl your toes. Pull your bellies in. See how I'm not letting my belly go to the floor like this? It wants to, but I don't do that. Just like this is too much, I'm not going to do this either. I want to just settle into this sweet spot. Then as I slide the back of my throat to the ceiling, I bring my chin to my chest just a little bit like this is too much, right? Just like this isn't enough. I want my gaze to go right across the points of my fingers. And now I breathe, low mountain. I'm hugging muscle to bone. You could see every one of my muscles are fired up here, right? I'm hugging in. Everything's drawing in. And breathe. And then when you're ready, work your cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back. Lift the sit bones. Reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly. Lengthen your sit bones towards your heels. Your inhale, arch. Your exhale, round. Work with your breath. Oh, hey, home crew. I just realized I didn't type hello on the computer today, so what's up, y'all? Couple more. Stay with your breath. Undulating through the spine here. And then after this next one, come to that flat back, low mountain. See, like right now, this isn't like a hangout, right? I talk about this all the time. We're not hanging out in this pose. This is like full on, right? We're trying to get an isometric engagement, which means you're hugging muscle to bone without movement. We're warming up that muscle, that muscle engagement, that hugging in. And take a couple breaths here. Step back to plank. So we line up our shoulders on top of our wrist crease, and we're reaching out of our heels like this. So if you're like this in your feet, you're a little too long. You'll tiptoe forward. We want to be here. And then lift the hips, come back to downward dog. Bend the knees. Now, like we did before in child's pose, hug the hands in. Keep the forearms lifting up and the inner biceps lifting up. Keep sliding the back of your throat forward towards the front of the room where the ceiling and the wall meet, so that your cheeks or your ears come in line with your biceps. Pull your belly in, pull your shutters closed. Engage the muscles in the legs. And now pedal the heel. So the right heel reaches down. Inhale it up. Exhale the left heel down. Inhale it up. And move slow here with the breath. Feeling that length come down the back of the legs. Get through those calf muscles in the lower leg there, down underneath the heel. That fascial line the whole way. Now we started with right, or whatever you started with, finish with the opposite side. Come to neutral. If it feels good to keep your knees bent, keep them bent. If it feels better to straighten your legs. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Stay with your breath. We'll do 5. So this is my third one. Stay with your breath. If your inhale is 2 seconds, it should take 2 seconds to drive into plank. If your exhale is 2 seconds, it should take 2 seconds to exhale back into downward dog. Now on your last one, we're about all there. As you come forward to plank, let the exhale lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. So you can stay low here, right? You can come up a little higher, whatever your flavor is going to be. But shoulders are back, like I'm squeezing my shoulders back, and down. And then after your 3 breaths, lower the chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Remember, if it felt better to bend your knees, bend your knees. Feels better to straighten your legs, straighten your legs. It's not a right or wrong, so whatever feels good to you. But keep pushing your hands down and forward and taking your chest back towards your toenails. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. So see, I could be a little bit lower. Maybe I want to come up a little bit higher. After the 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back. Feet are parallel. Charge up the legs. Pull the belly in, pull those shutters closed. So here, shutters want to blow open, close them. Wider would be more accessible. Closer would be a little more challenging. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands out to the side. Inhale, breathe, nice and tall. Take that twist to the right. Keep your hips twisting back to the left. So really you want your hips to stay square forward. You'll notice your hips want to travel to the right with you. That's below the waist. We want a twist to be above the waist. Inhale, come back to center. So see, this wants to happen. We want to do this. Yeah, keep your hips facing forward. Because this is me twisting below my waist. This is in my hip and my knees. I want the twist to be in my spine. That's where twists happen, right? Inhale, come back to center. Next inhale, take the arms up, maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, take a nice big breath. Fill those ribs up, yep, and then take those shoulders back. That nice stretch through the chest. Maybe taking the arms away from your back like this. Stretch those forearms and those biceps. Exhale, release. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Half fold. Feel that work now in your upper back, just like we talked about before in our child's pose. We feel a lot of work here in our upper back. We're extending the spine here. One more breath, maybe exhale into the pose. And then from here, bend the knees, place the hands, step the right leg back, lunge. So my weight here is in my feet and my legs. It's easy to do this, right, where I'm putting all the weight into my arms. I want the weight to be here in my legs. At any moment when my fingers leave the block, I don't move, right? I'm bearing down into the areas that are strong, right? These aren't that strong. These are strong, right? This is where you're meant to hold up all that weight. Now keep pushing down and pull the front heel back and the back toes forward. And keep hugging the shins into the midline so we're pulling power in. Now we express the power. So we reach back out of our heel, forward out of our knee, crown of the head. One more breath. From here, step forward. Keep the knees bent. Reach the left leg back. Reach out of your heel. It'll help extend out of the hip. Front knee right on top of that ankle. So see if I'm too short, see how my knee wants to go forward? Just like if I'm too long, it doesn't want to stack up. So find where that distance is going to be. Keep pushing down, right? That's top to bottom. Keep pulling front heel back and back toes forward, front to back. Hugging in side to side, right? Like a cylinder, all directions. And then you express out all directions. Out of the heel, the front knee, the crown of the head, side to side. And then push from that back foot to that front heel, step forward. Swing the arms up, big reach. Maybe curl back. If it feels better to stay up straight, stay up straight. If it feels better to curl in that upper back, we're really working that upper back here today. It's not trying to engage it here. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Lengthen the spine. Yep. And exhale, fold into the pose. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. So start to flow a little bit. Stay with your breath. We'll meet back in downward dog after you do your 3. If it feels better to bend the knees, bend the knees. If it feels better to straighten the legs, straighten the legs. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, 1 crescent. So here's all that power. Right now we're starting to move away. So we need all that power now so we can fly up. Same thing here in your hands. If your hands are like this, right, that's dead weight up here. Spread your fingers, keep hugging in. Now it's lightweight. Now maybe you could curl back into it. See where the pose goes. 1 more breath. Exhale the hands down. Keep the left hand down. Draw the right elbow back. Maybe reach up. Remember above the waist thing with the twist? See, I don't let this happen. I don't let that hip drop. I keep lifting that left thigh up and holding that left hip in place. Then I twist in my middle upper back in the thoracic spine. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand down. Step back, downward dog. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Find the lunge. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana, 1 crescent. Keep drawing that right hip forward. So you're hugging to the inside of your left thigh. Pull your pelvic floor up like from your junk. Pull your belly button in. Pull your shutters closed. Heart lifts. Throat's back. Gaze is like where the ceiling and the wall meet. Reach up out of the crown of the head. Maybe curl back. 1 more pose. 1 more breath. Exhale the hands down. Right hand stays down. Right hip stays lifted up. Left elbow draws back. Maybe we reach that left arm up to the sky. Right arm, we keep turning the bicep forward to the front of the room. So you keep rooting into the shoulder. Maybe look up. 1 more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand down. Step back, downward dog. Move through 1 vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Keep pushing those hands down and forward. Knees bent will be a little more accessible. Don't let your head hang. Keep the forearms lifting up. Keep the inner biceps lifting up. Stay with your belly. So belly button to spine, shutters are closed. Keep pushing the hands down and forward to take the chest back towards the toenails. When we get the weight into the legs, that's when we're going to be able to hold ourselves up for the 60 seconds. If the weight's going forward in our arms, that's going to be a lot more challenging. So keep working your chest back towards your toenails. Keep breathing here. We got about 10 seconds left. One more breath. Nice, y'all. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a big reach. Maybe curl back. We've been working those 60-second downward dog holds. Y'all look beautiful in them, right? We're just doing it now. Flies by. Inhale, come up, exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Now it feels good to hold the fold a little bit. Hold it. I tend to be more dynamic in my postures. So that means each inhale, I'm going to look forward. I'm going to charge my legs. I'm going to pull my fingers back towards my toes to lengthen my spine. And I'm going to fold a little deeper. Being a little more static would be like you're holding here in the pose. It's not a right or a wrong. So just play wherever you want to play. Power in the legs, right? Keep them connected. We want muscles to be engaged as we stretch them. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take that big reach. Let that right hand grab the left wrist. If you want to play with the balance, you're going to plug the leg up. The hip's going to settle to the left just a little bit, and you're going to take a side bend to the right. So see here, my inner thigh super fired up, so I'm hugging in this way. That's how I'm going to get the balance. Inhale, come back up, swap the hand and the foot, plug it up, hip goes to the right a little bit, we side bend to the left. Take the head and the throat back, take the arms back. Yep. Breathe up the side body here. Inhale, come up, exhale, release, fold. Inhale, look forward, exhale, fold. Right hand to the outside of the left calf. Forward fold with a twist. So you could be fingertips. You could be up on your block like this. You can have a hand on your hip. Some of you are going to turn the outside of your right hand to the outside of the foot. And then you're going to reach that left arm up to the sky. Whatever feels good to you. Inhale, come back to center. Swap the hands. So fingertips, block, hip. Maybe reaching up, but feel that nice twist in that middle upper back. Inhale, unwind. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a nice big reach. And exhale, hands in front. Nice, y'all. Right leg forward, left leg back, triangle. So see right now where I initially set my feet up, if I was to bend into my lead knee to measure it, look, I'm a little too short. All right, look how short I am. I got to have this foot back here more. Yep. So now when I straighten my legs, that's pretty good distance, right? But triangle, we always tend to go short. Now front toes are going to face 12 o'clock, so straight forward. Back toes are just like, think a 9 out to the side, you're just in front of it. Now get nice and tall here. Keep this left hip back. Keep the left ribs back. When you're ready, hinge at the right side of the hip, bring the hand down to the block or the floor. Inside the foot to keep those hips from popping, keep ripping your feet towards one another. So keep pulling your front heel back towards your back arch and your back arch forward towards your front heel. That'll keep the head of that femur rooted in the socket. Now keep that right side body opening up. We don't want a side crescent into this. We just felt that energy. We're looking for a different energy here. So squeeze the left side. Open the right side. Maybe start to look up the arm. One more breath. And then inhale, come up, bend into that lead knee, warrior 2, elbow to the thigh, sweep the bicep up along the cheek. You want to go hand down to the block or the floor, go for it. If you want to pull the belly in and the shutters closed, everybody's going to do that. But then if you're going to rotate open a little bit. Take the top of the ribs back and the bottom of the ribs forward. Now settle into the breath, settle into the pose. And push into that front heel. Inhale, come up, warrior 2. Push from that back foot to the front heel as you step forward. Nice, y'all. Swap side 2. That's good glute work, good hamstring work, right? When we're stepping forward. You know I do sneaky therapeutics, right? That's my shit. So if I could get y'all to turn on your butt cheeks and your hamstrings, right? That's a plus. These are muscles that are deficient on us. These are the ones that I always want to activate, right? We want to get these to work. So set your distance up, find where you need to be. Move your back foot if you have to adjust. See, this is the common tendency. This way. Take this back, yep. Take these right ribs back. Get nice and tall. When you're ready, hinge at the left side of the hip. Bring the hand down. Keep ripping those feet together. Yep, that's how we keep that hip pop from happening. Keep the kneecaps pulling up to the waist so that they don't hyperextend. This time, you're going to open up the left side body by engaging the right. You're going to pull the belly in and the shutters closed. You start to rotate open, top of the ribs, bottom of the ribs, right? We're working that rotation. Then we're starting to maybe look up as we play with the balance here. One more breath. Push into that front heel. Inhale, come up tall. Yep, bend into the lead knee, warrior two. Then the elbow to the thigh. So if you need to stop, stop. Plug the arm in and sweep up. If you sweep right up, one's not better than the other, right? Then if the hand's going to go down to the block or the floor, inside the foot's going to be a little more accessible, a little more therapeutic. Behind the foot's going to be a little more challenging. It's not a right or wrong. Now keep the power. Now find the freedom in rotating open. Find the freedom in looking up. Find the freedom in going back to your breath and softening your face into the pose. One more breath. Push into the front heel. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Then push from back foot to front heel. There's the extension in the hip. Yep. Let the hands meet. Let them flick your heart out. Close your eyes. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Full breath in, complete breath out. Right now, legs are fiery, core's engaged, hands are hugging in so those arms are fired up, head and throat back. But what we're showing is the freedom, right? The peace. But there's a lot of power in order to get that. And then open the eyes, release the hands, sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up. Curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Stay with your breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. Stay with your breath. We'll meet back in downward dog. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Shoulders are on top of your wrist crease. Now, this one's a little more challenging, right? Your hips are going to want to do this. Keep them up here. Pull your bellies in and your shutters closed. Keep your upper back broad and open. This wants to happen. Collapse between the shoulder blades. Don't let it. Push down. Feel the upper back stay open. Keep sweeping the heels out. They want to do this. You're going to sweep this way. Then you're going to balance that by hugging the shins in. Keep your kneecaps pulling towards your waist. All right, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know where we started.
54 seconds.
How long?
15.
I was close. I was going to say 3. That would have been a good guess. Keep breathing. We're all right. We got this. Knees count. Keep breathing. Keep pushing down. Keep breathing. That's going to be the key here. That's the fuel. Feel the shake? That's good. And then from here, slowly lower to your bellies. Nice, y'all.
I always got your back.
No. I have your back by forgetting, right? That way we don't do the same thing every time. Look, the shit's supposed to be hard, right? I'm up here with you. If you were up close to me, you would have seen my arms doing this. My arms are shaking too, right? That's supposed to be the idea. But to me, that's when the shit gets good, right? When you get to that edge. So here, just take your hands underneath your head, turn your head to one side, take a couple breaths. But yes, Trina does always have your back. I don't want to short her. Look, that's the deal here in the studio. We always have each other's backs, all right? And I compliment you on that all the time. I always say at the end of the class, right? The love that you give each other, the love and the support, right? Always. Inhale the head, swap side 2. That's what makes this place special, right? You come here, you be yourself, you do your thing. You know you got people here to support you and help you out. It's a special place. It's a place that you all created, right? And then inhale, come back to center. Place the hands, push your knees down, push back all 4s, and then take a little break, grab a drink, wipe your face, whatever feels good. Child's pose. Vajrasana is here. Vajrasana is like hero's pose, except your toes are curled. So we give a little stretch to the arches and the toes. This is extension of your toes, which is why this is intense, right? It's stretching them out. Flexion would be like, we're going this way. This is like kind of easy for me to sit in, but it wasn't always. I do this all the time though, so that like I've allowed my feet to accept this. But if you're in Vajrasana, see, I'm not doing this where I'm just bearing the weight down. I'm hugging in. Yep, so now I'm lifting up. Pull the belly in, pull those shutters closed. Yep. And then when you're ready, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down, all fours. Turn the hands out. We'll do our little stretch while we're resting a little bit. Belly's in. This wants to happen. I got to go this way. Just like this would be too much, right? This isn't enough. I got to settle it into that sweet spot. Keep pushing down. You feel that nice stretch come up those forearms, up into those biceps, into the chest a little bit. Ooh. Inhale, unwind. Sit back on your heels. Give that little spin. Oh, wow, clock's going fast. All right, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. All fours, take a breath. When you're ready, step back to plank. And downward dog. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Root down into your left foot. Bend your right knee. Reach back, grab your ankle, your foot or your strap. Standing quad stretch. I know a lot of you like to go to dancer, so we'll probably go to dancer. So see how I can move my toes? That means my heel's rooted. This is what tends to happen. We try to crunch our toes, and then our big toe mound comes up. So lean back so that your heel gets real heavy on the left foot, and you can move your toes. Yep. Now keep hugging in. Pull your belly button to your spine, and bring your sit bones to the backs of your knees. Now draw your heel towards your sit bone. There's the quad stretch. Then the left arm will come in front. We're going to plug it in. Then we're going to hinge at the hip. Don't worry about kicking the leg back. Just hinge. Yeah, now when you're out, keep the heel heavy. Now kick the leg back. But keep that left hip coming down. That right hip coming down by hugging to the inside of your left thigh. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Release the leg, tree pose. You can be here. You could be here, right? You could be here. You could take the arms up overhead. You can start to look up the wall, maybe to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe take it to that first girder. Take it to the second one. Maybe go all the way overhead. Maybe close your eyes. Open your eyes. Exhale, release. Nice, y'all. It's not supposed to be easy, right? Put it in perspective. You just transitioned from one balance pose that extended forward and back to another balance pose that's going to extend side to side to then starting to look up and close our eyes possibly, right? A lot of shit that we're doing. Come on, swap side two. So root down into your right foot, bend your left knee, grab your ankle, your foot or your strap. Make sure your toes can move. Adduct in, so hug in. Yep. Now the belly comes in, the sit bones go down, we neutralize our pelvis, and then we draw the heel to the sit bone and stretch the quad. Now we want to challenge the balance even more. We take the arm in front, we plug, we hinge. We don't kick till the very end, so keep hinging. Then when you feel that you're all the way out and that right heel's rooted down, kick the leg back. Keep that left hip coming down so you're hugging to the inside of your right thigh. Yes, and then breathe into the pose. Now inhale, come up, release the leg,
You could either be low, you could be high. Arms to the side, you could have hands in front. Push together. Just like if arms are up, you're squeezing a beach ball in towards the midline. Yep, we make sure the heel's still rooted because we're going to challenge the balance now. And then we start to work to the wall in front of us, then up to the ceiling in the wall, then working up through those girders, then maybe starting to look up, then maybe closing our eyes. Open the eyes. Exhale, release. Nice. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a big reach. Maybe curl back into it. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. From downward dog, roll to the outside of the right foot, stack the left foot on top or in front, come into side plank. Turn the bicep forward to root into the upper back. So turn the bicep to the front of the room. Spread the toes on that left foot. Lift the leg, bend the knee, step it behind you, wild thing. Curl into the upper back. Keep the power in the legs. Find the freedom in this curl. Maybe start to reach the arm up overhead. One more breath. Inhale, come back to side plank. Come back to plank. Push back, downward dog. Take a breath. I'll show you the backside so you can see the shoulder. Roll to the outside of the left foot, inside of the right. So see what I'm doing here? I'm turning my bicep forward. And that's rooting into my upper back, so I'm getting the friends in the game. I'm pushing out of the big toe mounts, charging up the legs up into the hips. Spread the toes on the right foot. Lift the leg, bend the knee, and slowly step it behind you. Now push into your feet. Pull the energy up the legs. Keep rooting into the upper back by turning the bicep forward and curling back. Maybe the arm goes overhead. Belly's in, shutters closed. Breathe, one more breath. Inhale, come back to side plank. Next inhale, come back to plank. Push back, downward dog. Nice, y'all. Move through one vinyasa. Stay with us. Beautiful. From downward dog, reach the right leg straight back, step it through, pigeon. I'm going to try to see where I can go here. Let's see. So normally, I get my shin a little more parallel, but I have to deal with this little injury. So you see I'm on a little bit of an angle. This is where I need to be today, right? So if you can, try to bring your shin a little more parallel. And move your back knee back to extend the pose. Now stay active from this front foot because that's all you have, right, to protect the ankle and the knee joint. So when I fire and I push out of the big toe man, I hug the shins and it shoots energy up to protect the knee. Now push down and hug in. So I'm pulling my front knee back and my back knee forward. I'm pulling that pelvic floor up again, right? Belly, shutters, heart, throat, gaze, reach up through the crown of the head. Then if you want to go for the fold, go for the fold. I'm going to pop on my back real quick for supine pigeon. So this would be where if you have an injury that you're trying to heal, this might be a little more accessible. This is about all I have today. So I'm going to work here, but keep pulling your knees together. Don't lose the power. Stay active. Then there's not a lot of freedom in this, right? The freedom is really like right sit bone down, keep extending out of the spine, keep feeling the back of the leg and the hip open up. There's a lot of power in this pose. It just seems kind of organic because we lay on the floor. One more breath. And then inhale, come up.
Take a breath. Lift the hips. Unwind that right leg. Reach it back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Reach out of the heel. And then exhale, lower. Take a breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Pigeon side two. So you could see here on side two, I could get that shin a little more parallel. But right, I don't let that shit eat me up. I'm happy with what I could get, where my practice is today, right? I was happy that I was able to do that pose. A couple weeks ago, I couldn't even take my leg like that. So find where you need to be in the moment. Just like before, at any moment that I take my hands off the ground, where's the power at? In my legs and my hips. Then if you want to fold, go for the fold. Because it's easy to do this, right? Dump the weight into your forearms and collapse everything down. It should be this way. Pushing forearms down and then rising up from the mat. Yep. Nice opener in the back of the hip and down the back of the leg. Taking some nice breaths here. Staying with your pose. Couple more breaths here. Icky spot for a lot of us. And then inhale, come up. If you're in the fold, place the hands, take a breath, lift the hips, unwind that left leg back to where the ceiling and the wall meet, and just reach out of the heel. Good extension of that hip. Lower the leg down, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach, maybe curl back. Inhale, come up, exhale, hands in front. Nice, y'all. Grab your mats, find a spot on the wall, we'll go upside down. Home crew, if you're at home, you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on your back. Bend your knees, and then as you interlace your hands behind your thigh, you reach your heel to the sky. And then you can swap side two, taking a bunch of breaths in both spaces. If you're at home or you're in the studio, it's not your day to invert. You're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you, okay? I'm going to talk everyone through downward dog and L pose, but you're more than welcome to do a handstand, headstand, tripod, pincha, anything that feels good to you. So if you're going to stick with me, we'll go all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. If you want to go on your own, whenever you're ready, okay? So from the all fours, feet are touching the wall. Take a couple breaths. When you're ready, lift the knees and the hips. Short downward dog. And step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. With your knees bent, you'll be in downward dog inverted. With your legs straight, you'll be in L pose. So you can work between the two. But everybody keep their chest working towards the wall where your feet are on. You take a bunch of breaths, and when you're ready, you come down. Maybe you try something else. Nice, y'all. Just like before, right? What did I say? Keep it in context. Here, you're about to go upside down, right? Holding yourself up with your arms. That's a challenge. And then yoga's like, turn back to your breath, right? Be calm. Hell yeah, that's a challenge, man. But those are the good ones, right? Those are the ones that take you to the edge. And then all of a sudden you realize, I can control my breath and stay calm upside down. It just takes a little bit of work. Give yourself another minute or so, take your time. If you're inverted out, you can always go legs up the wall or a post that feels good to you. All right, let's meet on our backs. Take your time. If you're in an inversion, finish up your pose. Supported bridge takes the block underneath the sacrum. Okay, so crack is too low, lumbar is too high, right on that solid part of your pelvis. That's your sacrum. We tend to go low and medium, but I know some of you take the block high, so if that's where you want to be, go for it. I'll talk you through bridge and wheel as well. So I would be here with the block, right? If you want to work supported bridge. We got fiery, so maybe this feels good right now. Maybe you need a little more fire. We'll work bridge and wheel. So we start on our backs with our knees bent. Feet are parallel, so like train tracks, and they're hips width apart. And if you take your arms out to the side, your fingertips can feel your heels. That's how you know you got your knees to stack up on top of your ankles. Now, you'll notice that your belly button wants to go up to the sky and your sacrum wants to come off the floor right here. So pull your belly button to your spine till you feel your sacrum root. Now, your sacrum and your lumbar spine are two different things. So your sacrum should be flat, but if you took your fingertips, you could just squeeze the tips underneath your lumbar spine, but not sacrum. And then head and shoulders are back. Stay with charging up the legs and the core. With the head and the shoulders back, you could even robot the arms for a little more support. Slowly lift the hips. Take the shoulders under a little bit deeper. We interlaced our hands behind our back today, so maybe that shape feels good for some of you. Feel free. Don't lose the shudders, though, as you curl into the back. Now, push the feet down and forward, and you'll feel the back bend deep and underneath those shoulder blades. Let the knees reach forward. Let the upper palate of the mouth reach back. Let the throat open. Take a couple breaths here. The belly's in. The sit bones are lengthening to the backs of your knees. And then stay engaged as you lower down. As you lower down, see if you get that sacrum to land flat. Then take the feet wide. Let the knees touch. Hands to cactus or field goal. So if the back of your hands don't touch the floor, you can always take the blocks underneath the back of your hands. It'll bring the floor up a little higher, make this shoulder opener a little bit more accessible. Chest too here. Chest is what makes this a little more challenging. Now, on the second one, first I'll talk you into bridge and then into wheel. Okay? So if you're still doing supported bridge, awesome. If you're going to go into bridge or wheel, same awesome. So open the knees, reset the feet, bring the arms along the sides. Start in that neutral position. So from the feet, up through the legs and the pelvis, through the upper trunk, head and shoulders. When you're ready, slowly lift the hips. If you're going to interlace your hands behind your back, if the left pinky was under last time, right pinky goes under this time. If you're going to go wheel, place your hands wide to the edges of your mat, turn your hands out, plug your shoulders in, push down to come up. Keep the power in the legs. When you're ready, slowly lower down. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch. Hands to cactus or field goal. And then from here, open the knees and just windshield wiper side to side. Don't lose the belly. Notice if you lost the belly, when you drew your belly back in, your sacrum rooted down to the mat again. Next time they fall to the right, just let them settle there. Nice open twist. Inhale back to center. As they settle to the left, let them hold. Nice open twist, side two. Inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a big stretch. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. And hug the knees to your chest. Right leg up, cross it over the left. Hips are going to scooch to the right a little bit as the knees fall to the left. The belly stays in, the shutters stay closed as we stay rooted into that right shoulder. The belly and the shutters are what's going to keep us rotating into the spine. In this instance, we would manipulate the ribs. Like before we manipulated the hip, right, in those twists. Here we would manipulate the ribs. So we don't want to manipulate anything. We want the body to function like it should, right? And this is rotation. Inhale, come back to center, unwind the legs. Rotation is not as easy as it sounds, right? Left leg up, cross it over. Hips to the left a little bit. That just keeps you on your mat. And then the knees will go to the right. Your body always wants to go to the path of least resistance, which would be let your belly and your shutters go, right? And just manipulate your ribs. You want the muscles to work like they should work. And your muscles are always happy to let someone else do their job for them. We got to bring it all together, right? And let everything do its own job. And that's how we keep things optimal. That's functional movement, right? You want your body to function the way it should. Inhale, come back to center, unwind the legs, reach the arms up overhead, take that big stretch. Then hug the knees to your chest, take those knees wide, come to happy baby. And in yoga, we always think about how things happen, right? We're very conscious in our movements. We want to be aware of what each action creates. Now here in Happy Baby, the knees are wide, wider than our shoulders. But notice as you grab your feet, your butt might have come up in the air like this, right? And now that sacrum's off the floor. We want the sacrum to be flat. So we're going to let go of our feet and hold the outsides of our shins or our knees. Then you can go to that nice neutral pelvis, right? We practiced that over the past couple poses. So now you can feel that, right? That should be the natural function of your pelvis. Neutral. Then as the knees draw towards the ears, we deepen the stretch in the insides of the thighs and the back of the hip. Maybe we rock side to side. Some of you are going to reach one leg out or both legs out, get in the back of the legs again, whatever feels good. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. Feel free to add or remove layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, but you're more than welcome to do a variation. If you reach down to your butt and you lift your butt up a little bit, push the fleshiness towards your heels, and then place your butt back down on the mat, and there'll be this nice settling in the pelvis and in the low back. Then here's the legs stretch out. Let the feet gently roll open. Let the arms come along the sides. And as the shoulders settle back, let the open palm turn to the sky. Let your head rest back and maybe let your eyes close and allow the tongue to soften from the roof of the mouth. It's here that we let the body get heavy.
And we let the mind soften back to the breath. And we let the heart open. The heart's going to move the practice from the mat into the yoga of life. The heart will bring us back to the mat, the practice again. And the mat shows us that in those times that are challenging, we take a breath, we set a foundation, we engage, and we express. And it's the same thing we do in the practice of life. No matter what the circumstance is, you're going to take a breath, you're going to set your foundation, you're going to engage, and you're going to work it the best that you can. And if you need to take another breath and do it all again, that's what we're going to do. Because we don't shy away from the work. We set ourselves up the best that we can and we dive in. And we know we're going to get a good result from the work that we do. Because that's the way the game is played. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feeling the breath wash over the body from the toes to the fingers, the crown of your head, through your heart, as we reawaken that better version of ourselves. From here, maybe start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Or maybe start to stretch the arms and the legs, moving the way that feels good to you. Taking your time, moving slowly and consciously. Bless you. Hug those knees towards your chest, maybe roll to the right side. Push your hands down as you come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. One more time to seal in our practice, our time together, the sound of Om, all together. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow
our heads to our hearts, our heads to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge.
the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow.
Namaste.
Thanks, crew. If those were some sneezes, bless you. If you feel like when you lay back, bless you, you cough, it's because you're laying back. So just sit up a little more, like Shavasana sometimes, especially now with like allergy season. Just sit up a little bit more and it should help you a little. Home crew, you know, if you need me, hit me up. Hopefully I'll see some of y'all tomorrow or Saturday. If not, I'll see you soon. You know, if you have any questions or something feels weird, definitely get me before you leave. Thanks, girl. Bless you. You're welcome. Thank you.